All right, but you tell me, Ped, what's the difference between really, really wanting something and deciding it's going to happen? Because our journey up to this point, we've been talking about doing what we've been doing
Sure.
for quite some time now, right? How many years has it been? Would you say? I'm not talking about since we've known each other,
Right.
but well, I've been talking about the podcast forever. But you branching out and doing your own thing, guys. Ped's one of my best friends. He's a personal trainer. That's kind of like the backstory with us, and we've always been talking about me getting the podcast, him getting his own gym. We've been going through this journey together. So that's kind of like the backdrop of that. Go for it, Ped.
Yeah, man. And the journey, you guys were throwing around some dates the other day, man. It's been over a decade that we were at Gold's Gym, and it's been over a decade you first brought up this podcast idea.
Yeah.
And it was right, like you said, right when Joe Rogan started really kind of taking a toll and rolling and getting really, really big. But it all started with conversations, man. Me and you always had really, really good, deep conversations. You questioned each other on
whenever. I tell people all the time, whenever we would be at work, you'd say, "What are we doing?
What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here?
What are we doing here?"
But overall, we saw potential in each other. I saw something similar in you that I kind of have in myself that you don't see in everybody. The eye contact, the breaking each other's walls down a little bit. And overall, I think our ability to talk about our flaws, talk about some of the things that have been holding us back over the years, some of our problems, and working through those, mentoring each other, coaching each other, being there for each other through those ups and downs.
Well, those are the relationships that I really, really feel very fond of. Myself, Zach, Drew, my brother, we've been through a whole lot together. Me and you's, our journey has been very similar, and we've been walking almost together in stride.
Yeah.
Because you were wanting to open up your gym.
Sure.
And that was taking a while as well. And that's why I wanted to ask you that question. What's the difference between really wanting to do it and deciding it's going to happen? Because once I remember the switch in you. Once you decided it was going to happen,
yeah,
it happened.
Yeah. And you know what it is it's been said a lot, and a lot of people talk about it. But if you want to enjoy what you do, if you want to enjoy your job, it has to be something that you enjoy to do, right?
Don't do
working
your
for the man. What do we always say?
Don't do your job. Don't love your job. Job your love. Or what is that? What does that chick say? X or some shit?
No. It's so simple and it's so easy. But if you're working for somebody else, you're answering, they're telling you what to wear, they're telling you what time to come in. Even if you're enjoying it, if it's not your own business,
Hi,
if
boss.
it's not your vision.
Hi, boss.
Hi, boss. What can I do today?
Our boy Tate.
What can I do now?
He's like, look at y'all. Y'all have a boss. Hi, boss.
So you guys go into work and say, "Hi, boss. What can I do for you today?"
Exactly. My boy right here took the plunge himself. Tired of doing IT.
Right.
Tired of working overnight.
Sure.
And he was like, dude, you know what? And I said, dude, go for it, man. Bro, we only have a certain amount of time in this life.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm going for it. I'm glad you're going for it. I'm hella glad Xavier's going for it. Because like you said, I don't know, man. Do you think it's our millennial mindset, programming, whatever, that makes us just not want to work for somebody and want to work for ourselves?
Yeah, dude, we're seeing it on YouTube, right? These people making a quick million that.
Oh, no. It's way different now. These kids have taken what our generation has done, and now they're in the stratosphere, bro. Sure. I can't even fathom what the streamers, like, dude.
The amount of money is crazy.
This right here, what we're doing, what I'm doing, it's child's play to them, dude. Sure. They get on and they're already in front of. It took me forever to kind of grow up the balls to want to be in front of people in a massive way.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh man, I mean, what are people going to think? Am I going to jive with people? Yada, yada. These people live that way. And they're already living that way to the point where they don't even have an afterthought about it. They're not even self-conscious about it. It's just not in their DNA or whatever.
You know, those iPad kids that we talked about those kids have already grown up and had kids, so those iPad kids have had children, and their technology level and intelligence is something that we don't know. Now, they're lacking a lot of things that we had from back in the day.
There you go.
Huh?
It's always a pro and a con when it comes to pros and cons when it comes to this stuff.
Sure.
I don't envy a lot of stuff that they're going through right now, and a lot of the ways that life is kind of coddling them that it didn't with us. Because
what
we
about
had
the social awkwardness that they have?
oh, dude.
If you're under 25 years old, they don't make eye contact, right?
Do you?
They're not approaching women. Everything is
Oh, no.
DMs.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's a different world.
They were talking about the other day, you know, when you had to call somebody's house and you had to get through their big brother or you had to get through their dad or whatever. That's that old school shit.
Not only
right?
that, once they get on the phone, they're still standing there listening to what y'all are talking about.
Hey, but you drop us in and we're like Demolition Man. We're just like disrupting the.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
It just, I mean, you gotta, at that point, I remember back in the day like that, you just had to figure shit out. I always had a cheat code. My cheat code was my brother. My brother's 42, I'm 37. When he was 15, I was 10, you know, obviously. So I was always just on the sideline watching the whole time.
Right.
So Xavier would always tell me like, hey man, you can't be doing, that's not cool, bro. Don't be doing that. Like, I was like, oh, I'm going to tell. And then, no. That wasn't happening.
Was his best friends your best friends?
That they are now. You know what I'm saying?
Same with me and my brother.
Exactly. So for a long time too, Xavier, or still kind of, he doesn't really go out. You know, he doesn't do bars, doing clubs, no nada. So when I became of age, all of his friends were already doing that.
Right. You picked up right. You took his spot with them.
Dude, like to the point where they were so happy that Xavier's brother was there. It was almost like if he was there, or like not only that he was there, but just because I was Xavier's brother, they treated me a whole different way.
Not just treated you a whole nother way. They probably had your back.
Bro.
And if they're really close friends with X, they treated you like their younger brother, the way it should be.
So I had Drew, Zach, had to be you. My fourth episode is gonna be TJ, Xavier's best friend. They've been best friends since middle school. Who's one of my best friends. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother story in itself.
So overall, 10 years, full circle. 10 years, we've been talking about this. This has been your dream. And I'm just excited, man. I'm just excited. I think this is an amazing adventure for you, dude. And this is going to change everything for you.
You think so?
It's not just, we're not talking about money. We're not talking about popularity, but man, some of these conversations are therapy, you know?
I think you hit it right on the head, man. I wanted people to see what I have access to on a daily basis.
Right.
I love you guys, man. You know, I love everybody that I'm associated with, that I hang out with. And I think that they have like the most brilliant minds. And those are the minds that have actually molded me to get to where I am now.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Does it come back to show me the 5 closest people around you and I'll tell you exactly what type of person you are?
I definitely agree with that. And at the same time, I agree with if you put yourself in different rooms as well, then it can change.
Sure.
The trajectory of your life can go different places.
Sure. Well, you can swap out those 5 people anytime, right?
Correct.
Like the Fave 5 for T-Mobile back in the day.
Hey, you shameless plug. By the way, Ped works for T-Mobile if you want to upgrade your services.
Whatever you need, guys.
No, yeah, man. So especially too, speaking of deciding that things are going to happen, right? I decided to put a video out there just to hold myself accountable, saying I'm going to release the podcast. Oh, there's my sister right there. We'll get with her later. I'm going to release the podcast. I'm going to, do this and that. And Mark saw it. So this is the way that it all went down. He saw it and he goes, when are you going to release your podcast? And I was like, oh man, same old bullshit, right? I'm like, I'm still working on it. I'm still getting the cameras, this and that. I'm like, I got a space in my house. I need to clear that. He's like, nah, it's happening now.
That's what you needed.
Yeah, that's what I needed. But isn't it weird the way that the universe conspires for you? It happens for you.
Yeah.
If you claim it, dude. If you claim it. And the guy I was listening to today, he was saying there's a difference between wanting it real bad and deciding it's going to happen. You decided. Now you have your gym in your garage.
Sure.
Tell me about that.
You know, I personal trained for so long. It started at Gold's Gym, back to where we met each other.
What did you do before that? Oh yeah, you're a car guy like me, dude.
I'm
Yeah.
another car guy. And listening,
Pet. He sold cars, dude.
my whole family's in the car business.
You know,
It's where
Xavier
I
sold
came
cars
from.
too, right?
I know. I heard about it this last episode.
That's crazy, man. Hey, man, the foreigners are always on point, bro.
They go to the car
hey,
business.
man, they're good. You know that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know that.
Well, so from where you get into this too. Oh, well, just right off the rip, how's your uncle doing?
Buddy, he just got out.
Yes.
He just got out.
I love
Yeah.
your uncle, bro. I've never even met him. I've never even spoken to him. Does he know who I am?
He knows a few of you guys.
Does
I've mentioned
he?
a few names, and he'll actually ask about them every once in a while. But whole side note, but overall, he's actually the guy that got me into fitness to get started on all of this before he ended up having to go do some time. But
That dude's a monster, right?
yeah, big boy, big boy.
He's a car guy, in Colorado, right? He had a dealership and all of this stuff. Got involved with some stuff, obviously, but at the same time, what did he tell? Like, you get into the car business, was it because of him?
Yeah.
For real?
Oh yeah. I mean,
You worked for him?
so these guys, I say these guys, but my dad and my uncles are all foreigners that came here from Iran, which were Persian. And you're either becoming a doctor or you're in the car business. It's really one or the other.
That's so, crazy, dude.
Man, these guys came here as teenagers, got in the car business as lot techs, washed cars, detailed cars, started selling cars, learned the financing, started running little dealerships, and kind of the same thing, opened up a small used car dealership. A lot of these cars were kind of like what we talk about is those foreign vehicles with high miles that they find, you know, at these auctions and good deals, and clean them up and turn around, and they make a lot of money on some of these foreign vehicles on these sales. So the dealership started doing really well. I got into it as well too, sold cars for 5-6 years, transitioned. That was all in Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
Or close to Denver, Colorado.
What years was this?
It was right before Chrysler's bankruptcy. Chrysler Financial went bankrupt 2008.
Okay. That was
So-
before, a little bit before my
Yeah,
time.
2003 to 2009.
X,
Something
what
like
years were you
that.
selling cars?
I don't know, man. It was almost right after high school.
Okay, so 2003, 4?
Yeah. Right.
And X, you were making pretty good money, right?
I was doing all right, man. I don't want to act like I was like the best, but it was just you're just too young.
Yeah.
You're just way too young. I tell Matt all the time, it's like you drop me in now.
It's a different world.
No, well, you drop me in now. I think it'd be way easier.
Well, you can't even do
think-
new home sales now.
Yeah.
Did you see Drew's thing? Drew was saying he was saying that he could, I was just like, bro, Xavier can turn it on when he wants to. The thing is, I don't think it's really his bag anymore. You know what
Sure.
I'm saying? And the crazy
Yeah,
thing
the
is,
problem is I don't want to.
he's
Are,
like,
you trying to drag him into it with you?
no. And he's like, the difference is, he's like, I'm on all the time. He's like, I just don't turn it off now. Now, what's it called? Like the Hulk, right? No, but Xavier would come home, bro, and I was young, and he was like, I did this on the car lot, this and that,
Right,
and
right,
like
right.
about payments, yeah. And he would tell me, "You're gonna sell cars one day." He was like, I know you can do it.
What new cars were you selling?
I started off selling Ford. So I worked at Red McCombs Ford on the Hill, which was I-10 in Callahan. Then I worked at and then I worked at the used lot. And during that time, my buddy Elliot Fuentes, he was sort of like my mentor at that time. See, Elliot he's old school, like that. So their brand of sales and their first person who talks loses, their all of that shit, don't get up, everything like that.
Sure.
Lead in pace, mirror them, all this. He taught me all of that stuff while I was just real green. And like what he was great at, man, is teaching me the philosophy of a sale or the psychology.
That you still use to this day.
To this
with
day.
Everything, huh? It's not a 4 pencil. It's not a 4 square. But man, everything I learned from selling cars, I use it in every day with people skills.
Seriously,
with
dude?
everything.
Yeah, man. And he showed me that, and he was saying, man, where I come from, he was like, I come from Southway Ford. It's on the south side, right where we grew up. And he was like, that's where we're gonna go. He was like, I'm gonna get your chops good.
That was
I'm
the
gonna
big dealership.
I'm gonna take you over there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's go. At that time too, I was wide-eyed too, and I was just like, let's go. Bro, going over there, when I tell you it's the best salespeople that I've ever ran across, bro, they're still there to this day.
Sure.
A lot of them are still there. And dude,
The referral business for some of those people that stick with it for a long time.
bro, they just chill out.
They bring their families, they bring their friends.
Rocky, where's my referral, bro? I just sent him one.
Sure.
I just sent him my homegirl the other day. But
And some of those guys don't leave their desk, man.
No.
Those appointments are lined up, they're ready to go. But you know, the car business has changed a lot, man. I don't think I could go back. You know, pounding the pavement, taking all those ups with internet sales, the way internet sales are and stuff right now.
internet sales was coming in when I was there.
Sure.
Right. So it was like a brand new division.
You remember that, huh, X?
It was like a brand new division that we had, right? Dude, I was so weak. I was so like, I didn't know what, dude, it was a Shark Tank and I didn't even know, you know, that they wouldn't even let me pencil my own deals, or they wouldn't let me present my own pencils, right? So
Because they had professional closers that wanted to go in and do it. Yeah, man.
so they
Talking
were
about-
telling me, this is what you do. They were saying, you just have to be first on the lot. So you have to be out there, obviously, in the baking sun or in the fucking freezing cold. And it's like, first one to get to the car gets them, right? And yes, I'm sorry. I was one of those annoying ass people.
apologizing first thing to the customer.
So yeah, that's
Opening their door basically
Bro.
before they can get out. So
Dude.
you're the first customer to touch them.
seriously.
It was a
hey,
dog
bro,
eat dog.
We'd hide their keys. We do stupid shit,
Yeah,
bro.
there's
We'd be
some-
like, remember that one next? We'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm looking for your
Sure,
keys right
sure,
now,
sure.
because whenever we would go and get your shit appraised or
You
whatever.
take their keys from them. I know. It's
For
so
sure.
many little
So
Dude, one time we blocked somebody in.
get the fuck
Right.
out.
I promise
Yep,
you.
yep. I've
We
definitely
blocked somebody in and we were trying to get the deal done. How stupid is that?
Bro,
and
that's some
it
crazy
probably
shit.
closed. I'm assuming. Did they close that sale?
As a matter of fact, it was because they actually went through finance and the finance guy messed up the paperwork to where
They had to redo everything.
that, but he signed the contract. It was done.
Oh,
Right.
and he didn't want to quack on it either. He was
No,
like, fuck
no,
that.
he-
It's a
they-
done
They
deal.
wanted to give him a higher payment.
No.
And it was like, everything looks fine.
Let me tell you a quick story about what these guys are willing to do to close a deal, right?
Bro,
There's this guy, Owen Wilson.
the actor?
Close. Tall, 6'3".
He's like, all right,
Good looking.
You're going to get this car, right?
Yeah, hey, good looking African American from England.
Oh, okay.
So he had that accent.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
sharp. He wore glasses, lots of jewelry. He had a presence to him.
I bet.
He was the closer. So I'm green.
Real quick, there was this, I heard a story, and this guy goes, hey, man, how you doing? I'm the closer. So somebody's one of my friends told me, damn, some dude actually sat down and told me that. I was like, God damn, I guess I'm about to get closed right now.
Yeah. Yeah. No kidding.
Anyway, go ahead. So this guy from
So,
England,
yeah, top closer, one of the best guys out there, man. This guy would close the deals, and I'm a young salesman, and it's kind of same thing. They're wanting me to take the ups and bring them in so that these guys could finish closing them off. He would always take a little walk around, kind of see what type of customer it is, because when he comes in, he's got to match that energy, right?
Sure.
He's got one chance.
oh yeah,
I've already heard 2 no's. That's why he's coming in, right? So they bring this guy in, and before he comes in, he notices the wife has a cross on her chain, and husband has a cross on a ring that he's wearing. So shows that they're a little bit religious, possibly.
I already know where the story's going.
Man, this guy comes in, right? Comes in, says, I know this is a big purchase, second biggest purchase you're going to make in your life outside of a home.
Sure.
He says, before we even go over these numbers or
Oh,
any
yeah.
of this stuff,
Oh yeah,
is there a chance we could hold hands and pray about this?
it's gotcha. Dude.
X melted in his hand, signed it, took the warranty. I was just left in awe. Like, man, there's levels to this.
So, dude, of course, dude. So there's people like that, man, and it's the last person that you think you'd be praying with somebody, right? Like in the dealership, right? I don't know about that guy, but I've seen it happen before.
Sure.
So what my job was, since I was so much of a rookie, was your job is to get these people, present the car, take them on the test drive, and then turn them to, so give them to a seasoned salesperson who is going to close them. Do not talk with them about payments. Do not talk about nothing, right? That's how rookie I was. I was like 20 years old, dude. So what I developed was figuring out which person was going to be best with which person.
Who you're going to bring into close.
Correct.
Sure.
So we had Mario Menchaca. We used to call him Super Mario. Mario was like, I think in his 60s at the time. Old school type of stuff. Oh, bro. So if, ¿Cómo estás? Oh, pues mira nomás. That type of guy, man. Like, real cool. Like a Theo. You know what I'm saying? Tito Ortiz was an old school guy like that. So then we also had John Ledesma. Xavier knows John. Slick salesperson, man. Just, I mean, real cool dude. Kind of guy that you'd want to have a beer with. Daniel Sanchez was like an analytical dude. Like, you want to talk numbers? You want to get into finance? You want to get into all of that? I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Elliot was just a real personable dude. Roland, real personable dude as well. My boss, Tim Swan, if there was a guy that was kind of like a little bit, and this would happen a lot, if there was a guy that was a little bit more, not necessarily aggressive because that's how Tim was, but more like a good old boy, like country.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That you would see, bro, the
Little
way that
Texas swang he'd put in it.
Yeah, I think he was from Louisiana, if I'm not mistaken, or I forgot what he's from the South, right? So, dude, you could see the way that they change. So if I'm with somebody like that, of course, dude, I'm taking them to the test drive and they're treating me like whatever, dude. Like, just show me the car. As soon as I took them to Tim, boom. Now it was like,
He felt the energy. He felt the presence. He knew this is the guy that can make it happen. This young guy's not going to be able to get the numbers where I want them to be.
exactly. Then they knew too, but that's why Xavier said, like, what did you say right now? About like just the demeanor he had. It wasn't fucking around. It's like, you're here to buy a fucking car, right?
Sure.
Like, you're not here to be fucking
Sure.
wasting time. And I could see, man, that these people, they didn't want to like, almost like
Back
you know,
down from
yeah,
it.
bro.
It's like,
It was like that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't want to rock the boat at all.
Exactly, bro. Like, oh, what are you doing here? You're just, like,
Sure.
type of thing. Wasn't a disrespectful guy at all. Man, I talked with him. Crazy thing is, I talked with him not too long ago. I was trying to get my friend into a home. He was like, hey, man, I'm renting a house. Turns out he was renting it from him.